Hey guys, Kamen here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the deluxe RabbitTank Sparkling from Kamen build. This is a special device lets Kamen build change into its first power-up form. So, I know that at the end of the last video I said that this one would be the Phoenix Robo Full Ball set, but as I said in a comment to that video, I decided to change it to this instead, and that's because this is a much more overdue review, and the reason for that is because it took me longer than usual to actually get a hold of it. So, this definitely takes priority. But with that out of the way, let's get started. So first off, let's take a look at the RabbitTank Sparkling on its own. Now, whereas the full balls take the form of small drink bottles, the RabbitTank Sparkling takes the form of a large soda can. For a size comparison, here it is next to the RabbitTank full balls. You can see that it's quite a bit bigger than an individual full ball. And if we line them up like this, you can see it's about as wide as two of them. It has about the space to pretty much fit two of them inside it, if it was hauled out. Looking at it more in detail, you can see it has a base of silver plastic with the front being a nice mix of chrome silver plus metallic red and blue. It's designed to look like the face of RabbitTank's sparkling form, with some nice compound eyes here in clear plastic. And you can see that the designs of the eyes have changed a bit from the normal RabbitTank form, though we'll go more into that when we look at the BCR figure. You can see RabbitTank Sparkling written here in English, and it also has a lot of nice mechanical details, as well as Build symbol up on the top. On the side, as another neat little touch, it has a fake nutrition facts sticker here. And on top you have the pull tab, as well as Build symbol designed around it. On the side it has a QR code for Gamba Rising. And on the back we have the speakers here, battery compartment here, with batteries already included. And then the pins that let the build driver know it's inserted. Now the gimmick for this is basically a progression of the gimmick of the full balls. So, if you shake it up, you can hear the sound of fizz building up inside it. Then, when you pull the tab on top, you can get that sound at random, but the sound you normally get is the sound of all that fizz being released. So you can also do it without shaking it up. And just get the regular sound as well. When you do that, it also releases these two tabs here, which have a clear red and blue cap, to make it kind of look like these are different versions of the RabbitTank full balls. You also have a button here, which is what's pressed to let the RabbitTank full ball know that's inserted into the build driver. When you press it on its own, that starts up the standby phase. Additionally, when you have the two tabs out, shaking it does nothing. Notice pulling the tab. And if you push the button down here, when these are retracted back in, it'll just make this sound. Next up, let's use the RabbitTank Sparkling with the build driver. So, first let's give it a good shake. Then pull the tab. Then we'll slide into the driver and turn the crank. And there we have the transformation tune for Kamen build RabbitTank Sparkling form. And it's quite a visual spectacle with both the driver lighting up and the eyes of the actual can lighting up. Though unfortunately, the can does stick out a lot more than most things that you put into the driver, because it sticks out a lot from the top as well as from the front. And that's mostly just because of how it has this front bulk, and also because of how the tabs that are slotted in spring down instead of just staying compacted up and having a little gap down here in the front, similar to the Cross Dragon. After that, when you turn the crank again, they'll activate the sparkling finish. Now, unfortunately, there is a bit of a cacophony when it's doing the process of the transformation, because you have both the standby sounds from the belt and the RabbitTank sparkling going on at the same time. So, just to finish things off, I'm going to remove it from the driver, turn it off, then just activate the transformation process again with only sounds from the RabbitTank sparkling. And there we go. So overall, the RabbitTank Sparkling is a pretty interesting power-up device. Like I said earlier, it is pretty much a progression of the gimmick of the full balls, with how you shake it up and then pop open the tab. And that does kind of, give off the image of shaking up a can of soda a lot and then having all that fizz burst out. And I think it is personally a better use of a soda can motif than the can droids from Counter O's were a few years back. And it also has some nice lights and sounds. Though on the flip side, it is pretty bulky when you have it in the build driver, and it is limited in what it can do, since it takes up both slots, meaning you can't mix and match anymore. But if you have a build driver, this is certainly worth picking up, as it is something different and a bit of a step up from your normal full balls. So next time I'll be reviewing the Phoenix Row full ball set, tomorrow at 6 PM PST. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you're new and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.